Hey, it's Sue in the restricted section. Today I'm bringing you a big ass book haul. I kind of went overboard this month and bought way too many books, but to be fair, I bought a lot of them from Book Outlet when they were having their Boxing Day sale, so they were really cheap, and a lot of them I got from a used bookstore here in town because I traded in some of my books that I didn't want anymore. So let's just jump right into it. I'm going to try to go through them pretty quickly, or else this video is going to be eons and eons long. So let's get going. So first, from Book Outlet, I got In the Shadow of the Banyan. I hope I'm pronouncing. There's so many things in here that I'm like, I don't know how to pronounce these, so I'm gonna try my best. But In the Shadow of the Banyan by Vedai Ratner. This book is about a little girl who lives in Cambodia during the revolution. It's about her trying to survive, and she sort of takes comfort in the mythical legends that her father has told her. So it sounds like it will be pretty interesting with the sort of combination of the mythical tales and the actual reality of what's going on. And also the cover is quite beautiful. So moving on. Next from Book Outlet is Sex vs. Survival, The Life and Ideas of Sabina Spielrein. Again, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly. By John Lawner. This is about Sabina Spielrein, who is best known for probably for her affair that she had with Carl Jung. But this book talks about her other aspects of her life, like the abuse that she overcame and also her contributions to psychology. So I think hopefully that will be pretty interesting. Next, I picked up Lilith's Brood by Octavia Butler. This is actually an entire series. There's 3 books included in here. They are Dawn, Adulthood Rights, and Imago. This is about a woman who is in the Andes, mourning the death of her family. I'm just going to read the back of it, okay, because it's complicated. Lilith Iapo is in the Andes, mourning the death of her family when war destroys Earth. Centuries later, she is resurrected by miraculously powerful unearthly beings, the Oankali. Driven by an irresistible need to heal others, the Oankali are rescuing our dying planet by merging genetically with mankind. But Lilith and all humanity must now share the world with uncanny, unimaginable alien creatures, their own children. This is their story. So that sounds really awesome. I've heard really great things about this. I have read a little bit of Octavia Butler before, but I haven't read any of her series yet, and I've heard really great things about all of them, especially this one, so I'm pretty excited to read this. Next, we have The Apprentice, My Life in the Kitchen by Jacques Pepin. If you haven't heard of Jacques Pepin, he is a chef who worked with Julia Child, and this is his story. I love Jacques Pepin. I used to watch him and Julia Child on PBS when I was a kid, and I don't know why, but I always just loved him. Maybe it's because I love saying Jacques Pepin. But yeah, so when I saw that he had written a book, I grabbed it. The next book I got is also a sort of celebrity memoir called Not My Father's Son by Alan Cumming. Alan Cumming is an actor both on screen and on stage, and his father was extremely abusive to him as a child, and if I'm not mistaken, I believe he was on one of those like celebrity genealogy shows, and they discovered, I think, don't quote me on this, but I think they discovered that his father was not actually his real father or something along those lines. So this is, I think, going to be a really different kind of celebrity memoir, and one that's, you know, sort of delves a lot deeper, and I think it's going to be really fascinating. I don't know too much about Alan Cumming's career. I know his last name is only 1 letter different than mine. But I'm not a big movie buff at all. I've seen a few things with him in it, I know, and I've always liked him. I've seen a few interviews of him, and, you know, he seems like a nice fellow, so hopefully this book will be nice too. The next book I got from Book Outlet was The Catcher in the Rye by J.D. Salinger. I'm sure you've all heard of this book. It's a classic. It's a coming-of-age story about a rather cynical teenager. It's been on my to-read list for a while, so glad I finally have it. The next book I got was The Book of Strange New Things by Michelle Faber. This book is about a missionary who goes on a mission trip far away, and it changes his life, basically, and his beliefs and his love for his wife. So it sounds pretty fascinating. Next, I have A Constellation of Vital Phenomena by Anthony Mara. This book is about a little girl whose father is abducted by Russian soldiers and her house is set on fire, and so her neighbor takes her in and they go to live at an abandoned hospital. I think the book only covers 5 days. It says it is a story of the transcendent power of love in wartime, so sounds touching. Next, these are the books that I got from a local bookshop here called Hooked on Books. And I traded in some old books that I had to get these, so I think I ended up paying like $2 for all these books. The first one I picked up was Go Tell It on the Mountain by James Baldwin. This book, I believe, is his first novel that he ever wrote, and it's about a family living in Harlem and sort of about their trials and tribulations, I guess you could say. I haven't read any James Baldwin yet, but I've heard a lot of great things about him, so I'm pretty excited to pick this one up and see what I think, and maybe I'll read some more later on. The next book I got was Cocoon by David Saperstein, or Saperstein. This is a sci-fi book about a alien race that comes back to Earth. And the last time they were here, Atlantis was a thing, but of course now Atlantis is gone, and so they're trying to uncover something that they left behind, some treasure that they left behind in need. You might have heard of this because it's was made into a movie, I think maybe in the 90s. I'm not sure. I haven't seen it, so I don't really know. I didn't really know anything about it when I got it, but I love sci-fi and aliens really freak me out, so I think I'll probably like it. The next one I got from the used bookstore was Time Travel in Einstein's Universe by J. Richard Gott. This book is about pretty much exactly what the title says, about how time travel may be possible in Einstein's model of the universe. And I love anything that involves time travel. If a movie or book involves time travel, it could be terrible and I'll probably still like it. It fascinates me. So I thought, hey, maybe I should actually learn about, the possibility of real time travel. So I think I'll probably really like this. The next book I got is one that has been talked about a lot on BookTube, I think, but it is The Storied Life of A.J. Fickery by Gabrielle Zevin. This is about a man who owns a bookstore and is kind of on hard times, and then a really prized possession of Poe, Poe poems? Yeah. Gets stolen from him, and then he gets a mysterious package, and kind of his life is just turned upside down. So I've heard a lot of hype about this one, so hopefully it lives up to it. And then the last one I got from the used bookstore was Neutron Stars, and this is edited by Gregory Fitzgerald, and this is a collection of science fiction stories. The only one I'd actually heard of in here is I Sing the Body Electric by Ray Bradbury, and that was enough for me to want to get it. I haven't read that yet, but I love Fahrenheit 451, and so I wanted to read that, and I thought, why not read all these other ones too? I love sci-fi. So that's all those, but wait, there's more. I also got, from Amazon, I got this comic book called Bitch Planet. This is also highly talked about on BookTube, I believe, and I've heard mostly good things about it. This is volume 1, of course, and in this comic, anytime a woman commits any sort of indiscretion, she's sent to this big women's prison on a planet known as Bitch Planet. And yeah, so it sounds like a lot of female badassery. So, and also the art, I really love the art. I think that it's really in your face and cool, and I like it, so hopefully I will like the whole thing. Okay, and now I'm down to my last little stack of books. These are books that I got from Barnes & Noble. The first one is Landline by Rainbow Rowell. As you can see, it was a bargain book, and it's kind of jacked up a little, but you know, it was cheap. This is about a woman whose marriage is failing, and her husband and children leave to go on vacation, and she stays behind because she has to for work. And while they're gone, she discovers that she can communicate with her husband, but it's her husband in the past. So first of all, it involves sort of time travel, so I'll probably like it. But yeah, she uses this communication to try and she's hoping she can save her marriage. I've read 2 books by Rainbow Rowell already. They were Eleanor and Park and Fangirl. Those are both young adult novels. This one is not young adult, but I really liked both of those books. I like her writing. I think her characters are really relatable, so and I've heard a little bit of mixed things about this, but I'm hoping that I'll like it as much as I liked the other 2 books I've read by her. The next book I got was Fingersmith by Sarah Waters. This is a historical fiction novel that's about a woman named Sue, hey, that's me, who was orphaned and grew up among petty thieves known as fingersmiths. And she's approached by this con man and asked to help him seduce this gentlewoman, and she agrees, but she comes to care for this gentlewoman in unexpected ways. I've heard really good things about this, and it sounds pretty great. And this is it, guys. This is the last book. It is The Road by Cormac McCarthy. This is a post-apocalyptic novel about a father and son who are walking through the devastation that is Earth, trying to get to the coast. I think it's just about them, you know, trying to survive and defend themselves against the sort of outlaw. My cat is chewing on my foot right now. So this is about them trying to survive and sort of about their relationship with each other. And Megan already read this, and she said it was really good, but it was sad. So I think I'll still like it though. I love the post-apocalyptic dystopian novels. Why do people love them so much? I don't know, but I'm one of them. So anyway, that's all the books that I bought this month. I don't expect to buy that many next month. That was kind of a ridiculous amount. I went way overboard, but yeah, thank you for watching, and let me know if you've read any of these books and what you thought of them, and please subscribe if you'd like to, and I'll see you next time. Bye! I was just kidding about that being all. I forgot one. I also got this from Barnes & Noble. It is The Serpent of Venice by Christopher Moore. I also got this one from the Bargain Books. This one is a satire about 3 scoundrels who are trying to gain power and wealth, and it's supposed to be funny and also have some mystery and some romance and some drama. And I gotta be honest, I mostly got it because, I mean, look how pretty it is. That color blue is brilliant, and the sides of the pages are blue, and if you open it up, there's like the chapter headings are in red. I don't know if you can see it because the light is so bright, but it's just a beautiful book. But hopefully it will be as wonderful inside as it is on the outside. So that's finally all. I'll leave you alone now. Bye.